Brooklyn. They went well, one overtime actually, but a few games went double overtime. I was watching that Washington game. I got a couple of kids that are playing for the Wizards right now. Mason Jones out of Arkansas and Marquise Bolden out of Duke. And so I do believe they ended up pulling that victory out. But T. Shelley down there, man, he's supposed to be calling in to give us some insight, right?
You know what? And yeah, I gotta get T. Shelley on the line. But you know, you spoke on Marcus Bolden and being in it. R.J. Hampton is also at Orlando, and my guy Ramsey.
Ramsey was with.
Did he go to Sacramento?
And he got Sacramento. He had 23 the other night in the first night. And he was killing.
I love it.
Marcus Garrett of Skyline went to Kansas. He plays with Miami.
Yes.
He did pretty well. He fared well. R.J. Nembhard.
Come on, man.
R.J. Nembhard for Orlando.
TCU
18
royalty.
points the other day, man. Keller High School. Shout out to him. He was strong the other day, man.
And you know what, Pete, man, I remember watching him in the state, his state run when he was at Keller. And bro, I knew then that he had an NBA game.
Really?
You know, because his mid-range game was there. He would be able to recognize when a guard was smaller than him. He would back him down to the post. You know, and it's totally a reminder of.
You know, you sticking a knife in my heart right now when you said backing him down.
Hey, yeah, he was backing him down into the post. Yeah, you know, to be able to see the maturity is a definite reflection of his dad. You know, being able to pour that knowledge into him. And man, we see Jello in the league.
I got a guy, Cameron McGriff from South Grand Prairie, Oklahoma State.
Yes.
He's there. He hasn't got not 1 minute on the floor yet.
Now, when you see something like that, Paul.
And you got Jello playing all that time.
Yes.
Right now. Slow.
But hey,
Jello.
You know what? You know what?
He's getting some buckets though.
But here's the thing, and Lexi talked about this early, the importance of branding. One of the reasons why Jello is getting the playing time and the buzz. ESPN is in love with the ball boys. You know, they can't breathe without a camera being on them. But you see a result of branding, he's getting the opportunity to play ball. Lex, man, hey, who are some of the ballers that you watch?
Do you watch basketball?
I watch basketball, but the NBA isn't really my thing. I'm more like a college basketball type of person.
I love it.
I don't get into the NBA either. I just happen to watch it because my boys are playing now. But yeah, I'm in college and high school.
So you're looking forward to watching them Gators this year, huh?
Yes, I am.
Who do they have?
Who y'all got coming back?
I can't even remember.
Coming back? That's a really good question.
Uh-huh.
A lot of them kind of left.
They went after that bag.
Yeah, like Trey Mann.
So that's another thing I want to ask you. Like, when it comes to the hoopla and the hype, you know, when you got a top recruit on campus, what is the atmosphere like amongst the teams when certain athletes know that their sport is gonna equate to financial security, and is there arrogance amongst players?
Yeah, I mean, I get jealous just like walking around campus and seeing how football and basketball get treated. I mean, they're getting, you know, golf carts to practice, and I'm over here walking, you know. So just like seeing that, it's kind of like, wow. And they know like they're it. Like they know that like I'm a football player at the University of Florida. Like I'm like that. So just seeing it like in person,
trying to keep you from going out there.
And you know, I ain't trying to start nothing. Not trying to get anything started. But the human instinct is just being natural. That's just living real life.
Yeah.
When you see like the certain amount of money, the budgeting being funded, put into this program and that program, and of course one of the biggest arguments about why college players shouldn't get paid because of what comes with the scholarship. But like, let's be real, it's not equality across the board, is it?
Not all the time.
Yeah, man. You know, but you know, that's why the NIL is so good now, because you can go for what you know.
Yeah.
You can go for what you know, and sis, I gotta talk to you about your goals this season. I gotta talk to you about your goals this season. The PR, that PR, 20 foot one
20 foot one.
or 21 feet.
21 feet.
21 feet.
Yeah, don't get
21
stabbed.
feet.
Don't get no chair
Look,
thrown
I'm
at you,
checking.
right?
I'm checking you. I saw that look on your face. You gave me that look. I saw your mama in your face right there. Right there. Okay. But 21 foot. We going for that next level?
We're going for it. You know, we're just gonna go in there with a positive mindset. I mean, the main goal is always to have fun and stay healthy.
Yeah.
And I think that's been my biggest downfall. I haven't really been able to stay healthy or get healthy. So as long as I stay healthy and I train hard and listen to my coaches and do everything they say, like, I'm excited to see what next season brings.
Man, I love it. I love it. And you hit on something that a lot of athletes, they're not prepared for when that injury happens. The mental midget. I love to bring this up because Ashley Robertson, shout out to my sis who's moving up to Oregon. She's leaving. She's leaving on a jet plane.
Okay.
Don't know if she's gonna be back again. She's going up to Nike, up in Oregon.
Yeah, we won't see her.
When the mental midget comes, and that injury, how do you pull through and not allow that mental midget to whisper those sweet nothings in your ear to make you think that you're not worthy?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely tough, especially when it feels like all your hard work just goes down the drain. And I remember this past year when I got hurt and I realized I had a fracture in my heel and my season was done. The first thing I did, I just broke down in tears. And you're kind of like, why? Like, why me? Why now? Like, just why? But I think what really gets me through everything is my faith and my family. I mean, without God, without my family, I wouldn't be who I am. So just having faith in the Lord and knowing that His plan is far greater than my plan and that everything happens for a reason. And I may not see that reason right then and there, but knowing that, okay, He wants this to happen, so following through. And you may not see it in that moment, and it's hard, but just knowing that you'll be okay and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, I think it's just what really pulls me through.
Man, stop the press. Pete, you hit the nail on the head when you said she was ready.
Yeah.
This young lady has everything. She's got it. You got it. You got it.
I'm looking at this picture over here.
What,
She look like she up in the air, kind of high up there, man.
Pete, man.
I ain't never been. Well, I used to dunk, but I ain't. That's
Look
a
here.
long time since I was
Is
like
she flying?
135. She look like she flying right
She
now.
flying,
You
Pete.
up there like this, right? Because you look like you up there real high, like you coasting a little bit. Do you ever feel like everything goes in slow motion? Because like in basketball, you know, you hit it, you know, that goal just seems like it's wide as an ocean sometimes, right? We're in a zone and so forth. What is it, a zone for being a high jumper and so forth? What's the zone for you guys?
It just goes by so fast. I feel like it's like one thing you're running and the next thing I'm just in the sand. And it's like, that just happened so fast. And long jump was something I picked up like in high school. It wasn't something, you know, I always did.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So it's something I'm still learning and doing.
You look like you up there.
Well, that's good
Yeah.
that's good that you just picked it up, and it just speaks about your work ethic. You know, the fact that you just picked it up, because I know you got your genes. Your daddy is a hooper. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta ask you the next few questions because folks don't understand what it's like being a coach's kid. You know, and
Wow.
and what was it like? You spoke on the foundation of family being there. You know, dealing with the mental midget. What is it? What was it like growing up? You know, your dad played D1 ball. You know, he's touched so many people's lives around the Metroplex and just around the world. You know, some big shoes to follow. You know, and what was it like, girl?
I mean, we had our moments just because he held me to such a high standard because he knew I had it in me.
I love it.
So, you know, we had our fights, we had our tears, we had our smiles, but it was all worth it. I mean, he pushed me. I mean, when I work out with my dad, it's the hardest I'll ever work because I know it's you better give it your all, or we're just gonna keep on going until you're just done.
I love it.
So
How many times did you say, you know, during these arguments that y'all out, how you just mad because I'm not playing basketball?
Ooh.
oh yeah,
Yes.
Well,
you know, he tried to make me play basketball.
Cause look here, I'm looking at a triple double. I am. Paul,
yeah.
10 steals, 10 assists, 10 points. Easy.
I mean, I tried, you know, for him. I played for what, like 3-4 years. Just, I didn't enjoy it, and I
Oh,
think it was
God.
because he's waking me up at 6 a.m. to go shoot hoops.
Yeah, man.
I don't even really want to do this,
Love it.
but I'll do it just to do it. I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah.
So, basketball.
Did that cause any riffles between mom and daddy? You know, you go to mommy. I'm sure you did, right?
You played that game. You played that
Yeah,
game, didn't you?
mom was like the cheerleader, the person, you know, she stayed back, you know, just
Okay.
listen to your dad, you know, he knows what's
Alright,
best for
alright.
you.
You know what? That's so huge. Say that again. Say that again. Say that again. Come on. Yeah, I'm being Patty Williams. Say that again.
So sometimes I do feel a little bad because it's like basketball, I felt like was that sport in our family. I mean, when you just like go down the line, and for like my sister and I, we just both basketball just wasn't.
Yeah.
our
Because, I
thing.
mean, you know, Unc played with Jim Jackson at the Ohio State. You
Go
know,
Bucks.
The Bucks. You know, and Dad played at UTA.
Mhm.
You know, shout out to Reggie Brown, my man. My man. Shout out to Scott Cross, too.
Got cross.
Just
My guy.
Boy.
Troy State.
Two of the
Yeah.
greatest coaches and just men that you can be blessed to know.
Mhm.
And Lex, man, y'all didn't want to play basketball? Come on, man. God, dog, Lex. But it's so good that you mentioned that, you know, you did it for him.
Mhm.
Try.
You tried.
I tried.
You tried, and it speaks volume to the man that he is,
Mhm.
and understanding that, hey, you know what, baby? I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna sit back.
Did he
let
say
you
it like that?
do your
though,
thing.
right? Did he say it like that? He said
Hold
that.
up.
How did that conversation?
Hold up.
I got him on the, come on,
He said
man.
that. How
We're
that
gonna break it
conversation
down
go?
like how it really went down, okay? No, I think what happened was, this is my personal opinion.
Okay.
I think they saw the way I used to coach my college kids at games.
Uh-huh.
And I think they thought that that's how I would probably coach them.
Right.
But it wouldn't have been the case. But I think she did. You know, that's one thing I told my kids. You know, I'm not going to pressure them to do something they don't want to do.
Yeah.
But of course, you want a hooper. I mean, that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, you know, we saw something in that track and field. But I think they really saw the way I was coaching college, getting on those kids, yelling. Man, I'm not going to let Dad yell at me like that. So I'm just going to choose a sport that he don't know nothing about.
I love it.
You know, that's what they did. They chose a sport I didn't know anything about, so I had to just hand them off to somebody else.
So, bro, you're raising queen geniuses.
That's right.
You know, they realize that, hey, nah, I'm not dealing with daddy like that. I can't do it. I'm going my own lane.
Mhm.
And just having that family support, you know, it brings me to my next shout out to, because I love supporting organizations that really get it. And you guys have a foundation. Man, I would love for you to talk about what your father means to you, your mom means to you, and just the entire movement that your family is a part of.
Oh yeah. So my sister, you know, who's like, you know, she's a world, and she want to do something. Her biggest motto is like, let's give our parents their flowers while they're alive.
Yes.
A lot of people do things after the fact. So my sister, you know, was like, I want to start a, you know, nonprofit organization in our parents' name. And it's funny because every time I tell people that we have a organization in our parents' name, first thing they say, are they alive? Are they dead? Like, no, they're alive. We're doing this while they're here. So, you know, we're from the east side of Arlington, you know, and we know how, you know, how hard it was to grow up, you know, without having a lot, and we didn't. So, you know, my sister was like, hey, let's get together and let's do something. So, of course, you know, my dad was always the neighborhood dad. You know, everybody, you know, he took care of the kids, he fed the kids in the neighborhood, he cut the kids' hair in the neighborhood. You know, he was that dad in the crowd when a lot of people didn't have a father out there. So he was everybody's father's figure. So, you know, we just wanted to, you know, give back. My mom was a school teacher. you know, and just the passion that she has for kids, you know, is like no kid left behind. And my mom, you know, she really meant that, you know. So my sister's like, hey, let's do this. So now, you know, we've been doing this nonprofit organization called the Otis and Rosie Brown Foundation. You know, we raise money, you know, every year to give kids scholarships. So when we first started this, man, about, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago, I think we had one recipient. That was it. And now it's to the point where now we're giving away, you know, 20 scholarships, you know, a year. So it's amazing just to, you know, what we're doing. And just my sister, like I said, she just has a big part of this, and she just saw a vision and she went for it, and, you know, we're blessed.
And I love that because, you know, you guys get an opportunity to really show people that you care about and that their lives matter. And being able to provide, you know, scholarships for lives, you never know how it comes back, you know, in full circle, you know, and being able to just take everything that you've been through in life and be able to give it back to somebody else. That's what life is all about. And this weekend, you guys get an opportunity to do just that in Slam Fest.
Slam Fest.
Going down to Sam Houston High School, right here.
Well, it's actually at the Otis and Rosie Brown.
Yes.
We have my sister, you know, we got a playground, a park in my dad's name.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's gonna be at the Otis and Rosie Brown Park now, or court, I'm sorry, Pop's Playground.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so my brother puts together a drop every year called Slam Fest, where we give backpacks and stuff for kids, and it's a great time to have fun and just fellowship and raffles, like raffling out a pair of Jordan Retro ones, and just a lot of stuff goes on at Slam Fest. So it's definitely I hope you're gonna be there now, Mike. I mean, we hoping you there now. My sister actually asked when you coming, so I'm just letting you know that. So
well,
yeah.
You know what, sis? I'll see you there. I'll see you there, sis. And my folks out there, man, it's so awesome to be able to see that what they're doing. Saturday, August 14th, from 4 to 8 p.m. Slam Fest right there at Bob Cook Park. It's actually taking place in the Otis Pops Brown basketball court at Bob Cook Park. And I tell you, man, Reggie, man, dude, I thought I was tripping. You know, when you told me that Pop still played ball, okay, and being able to see the shape that Pops is in, Paul, look here, Pops can go out and get you 20 right now for the Mavs. He can go get you 20 right now for the Mavs.
74 years old, yeah.
74 years old. And you know, it's so, folks, why I love what I do is because it's all about giving back and being able to experience a relationship in life and sharing someone's story. You know, when I see your father, and I think about someone that we all just lost in the fitness world, you know, 77-year-old Robert Stonewall Jackson, fitness icon. You know, I remember when I was in my first show, and it was right here in Las Colinas, and I see this old guy. Fellas, when I tell you he's ripped, he's jacked, he's a former Raider, he's a former veteran, you know, he's a book author, you know, bestseller, and I just see his physique, and immediately you see the special in him, but when he started talking, you felt the love that he had for life, and most importantly, his grandkids. You know, and it's so good that you guys get an opportunity to give your mom and dad the roses and crowns while they're still here. You know, because when I found out that he passed away this morning, I immediately said, dang, man, what would I do for just one more conversation with him? You know, just ask him one more thing, one more thing, one more thing. Because the beautiful thing about our elders, they're treasures that we gotta treasure while we have them. You know, because if we don't, we'll miss out on a whole life, a whole experience that will help us get through. You know, so I gotta, man, thank you to the Brown family, and thank you to you, Reggie, and your sister, and your brother, and your daughters, and your wife, for just continuing what mom and dad started in you guys. You know, and that's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about. So I encourage everyone to get out tomorrow at Slam Fest. one thing that I love about the oldest, and golly,
Rosie.
it's hitting me, man. It's hitting me on life.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I love about the Otis and Rosie Brown Foundation, you guys know what it means to come from nothing and turn it into something.
Oh yeah.
You know, and a lot of people need to understand that's what life is about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not about taking advantage of people. It's taking what God gives you, focusing on what you have and not what you don't have, and utilizing that to make the greatest impact
Mm-hmm.
that you can. And that's what you guys have done. And you can tell, Scripture says, you can tell a fruit. You can tell a fruit by the tree that it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you guys are good fruit. Good fruit. So I know it comes from mom and dad,
Mhm.
their obedience, their faith, and everyone in the Brown lineage that prayed and actually exemplified what it means. So bro, I gotta give you your crown. I love you. I love what you're doing. Lexi, I love what you're doing. Continuing the legacy. That's what it's all about, folks. Bad like the Browns, boy, bad like the Browns. You know, but what does it mean, man? You know, to see your daughter accomplish her dream. I think, you know I'm a girl dad,
Mm-hmm.
and I love seeing players that I've coached, whether they make it to the NBA, the highest level of playing. I love to see them graduate and be pillars of the community. But what does it mean to be able to see your daughter grow and do what she loves?
I mean, that's the most. I mean, that's why that's why we become parents, man. Just to what you just said, to see your kids grow, and you know, like she said, I just remember her just going to Junior Olympics, running track. She always wanted to get on that podium. She just kept working, and that's why I see a lot of parents. They're always about the now with their kids. I want my kid to be the best right now, or my kid is ranked. Like, man, don't worry about that right now. Just
Come on, you better say that again.
You know,
man.
I mean, for real, it's like, it's about, it's not about right now, but, Alexis had a dream. She had a vision. And, she was like, when she was 12 years old, I actually said, I want to be a Gator. When she was 12, I want to be a Gator.
She was 12.
12. And that Christmas, we bought her a comforter set and a pillow. And Florida Gear, I said, you want to be a Gator, you need to sleep in your dream every single day.
Lexi, you remember that, don't you?
Yeah.
I do.
So
She laughing.
we got a comforter set. 'Cause I said, you're going to sleep in your dream every day. If you want to be a Gator, go to bed, sleep on this Gator comforter set every single day. So, fast forward to when Coach Holloway, came on his home visit. I'm like, wow, like, this is crazy. This girl had a vision when she was 12. She wanted to be a Gator. Now Coach Holloway's in my house. Like, the head coach at Florida, like, this is crazy. So then fast forward on her official visit, when she put on that Florida Gator uniform on her official visit, I'm like, I got one of them Denzel tears come out. I'm like, this is real. Like, this is her, this is her dream. So then I tell you what was the most proudest moment was when I took her to college for summer school and I dropped her off. Like, I'm like crying. But I wasn't crying because I was sad. I wasn't crying because I'm leaving my daughter. I was crying because I know she's where she's supposed to be. Like, I'm crying for happiness because, like, this is where she wanted to be at. So it's so easy for me as a parent to leave my daughter at a place that she dreamed of going when she was 12, to just have all those flashbacks of, seeing her grow, seeing her deal with adversity. And I think that's also important for kids at a young age to deal with some adversity, because what's happening now goes back to the mental. When you're 21, 22, and this might be your first time ever dealing with adversity, you don't know how to handle it. But for Alexis, things didn't come easy for her. She had to work for everything that she, accomplished in life. So it's easy for somebody like her, when things are not going right, to reach in that bag of how did I get through this when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because she had to deal with so much adversity, so much jealousy, so much, a lot. So I think it prepared her for now, when it really matters.
Yes.
Not when you're 10 years old, we think everything matters at 10.
Yes.
But now when it counts, now that she understands, like, I'm like, Alexis, ain't your first rodeo. You know what's up. You know how to deal with if you have a bad race to come back the next day, because you've been prepared for this, because nothing came easy for you.
Come on, man.
So like I said, for me, it was just, it's been a blessing just to see her grow, to see her accomplish everything. And again, her academics is strong. Like,
And that's what I was gonna point
I
out.
never looked at her report card.
Come on,
ever,
bro.
Ever, because I expected her to make straight A's.
And
I
Lex.
never once looked at her report card, ever.
Lex, we pulling back to back, back to back. Somebody cue Drake. Back to back SEC honor roll. Come on, man. What does that education mean to you?
I mean, it means everything, and like we were talking about earlier, there's a life outside of sports, and I think a lot of athletes fail to realize that sports is only so much of who we are and what we do. And my parents are always, focused, like academics, like school comes first. Make sure you're making good grades, because without grades, if I'm not making good grades, I'm not eligible to run. So I have to make sure, I'm making good grades, and I'm hard on myself when it comes to that. I make sure I'm doing everything I can, whether that's meeting with teachers or going to tutoring, to make sure I'm making those good grades, because I know if I'm not, I don't want to see my parents.
And you know what, Lex? I ain't saying that. I'm hoping. I'm hoping a certain somebody is listening. I ain't got to worry about it. But yeah, education, grades, GPA. All day, okay?
That's true, and real quick, Coach, is that by me being a college coach, like Lex knew about her core classes, knew about the clearinghouse, understanding all that. Because a lot of kids, you ask them, what's your GPA? I said, Lex, when a college coach asks your GPA, be like, my core GPA or overall GPA, like, understand they know what you're talking about. Understand, we know what the clearinghouse means. A lot of people don't understand all that stuff, so I'll try to educate these parents, and it was good when you recruited her, because she already knew about everything as far as, what her core classes need to be done, her, register through the clearinghouse, understanding, man, let's go ahead and take this SAT, ACT at a young age. Let's just take care of things, when we need to. But I think what you just said, academics has always been, first and foremost, and like I said, she just exemplified what a student athlete to me really means. And she thinks that Autumn got it easy. She thinks I lighten up a little bit, Coach. I just learned. I didn't lighten up. I learned. And stuff like that I've learned. With the second kid is always, I learned from. I mean, she was my guinea pig. She was our guinea pig.
Yeah.
So I didn't know.
But you know what? You know what, Reggie? At the end of the day, I know I can speak on behalf of me, myself, you, and Paul, because we're all girl dads. Ain't nobody raising no pretty dummies. Bottom line.
No, sir.
Bottom line. We don't do that. At the end of the day. And hey, man, y'all better listen. Coach Reggie Brown, Lexi Brown, Coach Paul Miranda. I told you guys, you never know who God allows to come on the floor with Coach Ray. We're Sports and Life Alive. I don't know who's coming, he does. And just being obedient, saying yes, you get nuggets of wisdom for your kids, for yourself as parents. You see what they just gave you, okay? Wisdom is what is gonna tear down that wall and allow you to build a bridge for your future and the lives of those around you. And that's what it's all about. I love you guys. Across the board, we gotta go pay the bills right quick.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. NBA, football, Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is coming back. Don't go anywhere on the floor with Coach Ray.
Hey everybody, this is Michelle from Hope Community Church of God in Christ, host of Hope Abounds Radio Broadcast Ministry, broadcasting live each week on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. from the Fishbowl Radio Network studios at Gold Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Log on to hear lively conversation that will inspire hope, uplifting music for your soul, and Christ-focused word that will encourage every listener. So be sure to log on each week on Saturday mornings at 10
I know you don't want to hear
to
this.
catch Hope Abounds.
First of all, you're not.
I know I'm not live on Facebook.
Okay, so are you gonna
Broadcasters
restream?
and internet
I'm on
radio
YouTube
hosts,
and
it's
I'm
time to take your show to the
Okay,
next
but you're
level.
restreaming
Hi, my name
because
is
the first
Cindy,
30 minutes,
30-plus year
there was no
radio
sound on
broadcasting
YouTube.
veteran, public speaker,
That's
and
why I
voiceover
had
artist, and for
him
the
come
last
in.
Yeah, I
11
fixed
years,
it.
now the
I
proud
fixed it
owner of
when
Fish
I,
Radio Network, the largest and
but it
most
still come
listened to
across the
streaming platform and radio
airwaves.
station facility
Yeah.
of its
So I still got the
kind.
audio, the audio still
Okay.
good.
The proprietary
Okay, yeah,
system
'cause I
to
checked
help
it on the
broadcasters and internet radio
network,
hosts learn how to program
that's why I had him come in here.
Build a constantly growing loyal
really
fan base and monetize their show. I teach this system every 6 weeks.
But also, Reggie was filming live in case we need
Behind the Mic Master Class
go back.
is 6 one-hour classes that will
Yeah, look at that, look at that play
take your
right
show to
there,
the
yeah.
next level. Call today, 817-633-4880, 817-633-4880, and reserve your seat for
That
the
was
next
Fitzpatrick.
Behind the Mic Master Class.
Let's get straight to the
That's
point.
Fitzpatrick,
A
what's his
fresh
name?
new school year requires fresh new
That's y'all
supplies.
starting
This
deep,
month,
man.
Fishbowl Radio Network
Oh.
will be combining our networking event
That's
with our
y'all starting
community
deep. That's
campaign
y'all
by
starting
collecting
deep,
pencils
though.
from Roosevelt High School in
Okay,
Dallas.
good. It's gonna
They
be all
target
year
each
for y'all to
show,
show.
bringing the most
It was a
new
long- it's been a
unused
long
Make sure you
pencils.
know that.
Get treated to
Well,
lunch
we
or
did
dinner,
have the
to
play
network,
last
and
year.
have some fun. Also,
you know.
you'll get one Sharky point per pencil and the undeniable feeling of helping kids get sharp. We will be accepting pencils up until 7 p.m. on Saturday, August 28th. Simple, yet impactful. Please make sure you label your pencils so we can keep track, and thank you so much. Jump in, Fishbowl family.
Hi, this is Diane Marion Eunice, and I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. For the past 9 years, I have worked with over 300 couples in the areas of sexual health, communication, and conflict resolution. If you are interested in rebuilding connection and intimacy with your partner, please contact me today. I can be reached at
she was making a trade.
682-201-8175, or you can email me at diane@letstalkrelationships.org, or visit my website at www.letstalkrelationships.org. And remember, you can't heal if you refuse to deal.
What up, little man? What's the matter? It's not that bad. Could always be worse, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do, stay in school. Anything you wanna do, you can do, you know what I'm saying, baby? No matter what though, gotta keep your head up to the sky.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your help earlier. Yeah. No, I'm good. Thank you though.
This goes out to all the infants in this whole world that was born with
Yeah,
it. And
so,
to all the Section 8 kids, just remember these four words, y'all, we gon' make it. The government keep on
that's the one thing that we try to tell our kids, academics comes first, you know, they think, and this right stuff don't mean nothing, okay? It don't mean nothing. I don't care who you are. One thing that I learned from Jermaine is that when we were in meetings with him, he said something that was very profound. He said, O'Neal, he said, I don't care. He goes, all these parents want to come in here and say their kids ranked, oh, my 7th grader's going to go to the NBA. He goes, get out of here with that stuff. First of all, I didn't even really play real basketball until my junior year. I was like, and then he said,
6'10", 6'11" now.
and then he said, you know, when you're on these AAU teams, or, you know, or you're playing with big high school names, or even if you're coaching, you're getting coached by former NBA players. He had a kid that was phenomenal on the court, okay? Everything that a college could want, right? But his attitude sucked. He was not a team player. He was very arrogant. So when they called to get they asked for a letter of recommendation, the parents and the kid, and he said, no, I'm not doing that. So the college called and asked him why, because he knew he wasn't doing it. He said, his attitude, he's like, he's gonna destroy your team. He's not a team player. And so, he did all that great, phenomenal basketball player, but you know what? If you don't have a
Hey,
total
I gotta
package,
hit you.
no one's gonna want you.
cut you short. I'm
If
doing
you have a chip on your shoulder, if you have a negative
But
attitude,
when I get out there, I'll
if
call you
you're not
straight
good
out
at
and make it
speaking,
in
those are things that are important.
Yeah.
You know, and so we try to teach our kids, I don't care if you're ranked, I don't care if you think you're the next Gigi Bryant. If you don't have the grades and you don't have the speaking skills and you don't have the good attitude, and you don't have God, you don't have nothing.
At all.
Okay? But they don't listen to us, so maybe they'll watch this interview and listen to the next one. Because I'm glad you touched on the God aspect and your faith and family. Oh, when she said that, I was like, she is a golden child.
Yeah, she has her own little devotion.
Yeah, she's right. Because even if she didn't have Florida, the University of Florida, she still has God in you.
But I'll tell you, like you said, though, I also know parents that I didn't get caught up early that she wasn't ranked in AAU and all that. But then I did something on my Facebook about 4 years ago. I looked at all the people when she was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 that was just ranked ahead of her. She's like one of the only ones running for the track.
Thank you.
So,
What is a guy that just
not gonna be on when we come back.
Okay.
Like
Ja
Morant.
Ja Morant.
J.A.
He
Morant.
was not ranked. He was unranked his entire high school career, and he got discovered at a summer camp, and then played D2, and then went into the NBA, and he's like the rookie of the year. So there you go. But these kids think that they got to be ranked. They have to have the best, coaches off the court. That they have to go to a D1 school. Like to go to the NBA. No.
Y'all ready?
So.
Waiting on you,
I don't know
cuz.
everything, but I know a little something.
Back here live on the floor with Coach Ray. That's my man Jadakiss. With Keep Your Head Up to the Sky. And I'll tell you what, if you guys don't know anything about hip hop and verses, man, I'll tell you, hey, Jadakiss just broke down the house last week on the verses campaign against the Locks. You know, I'm a hip hop head. I tell you, with the flow of Coach Ray, where sports and life collide, man, we got to use it all to get to our kids and get to them and show them that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And I tell you, folks, whoo-wee, the price just went up on Jadakiss, okay? Hip hop at its purest form. Man, I was having a moment for a hot second. But hey, back on live at broadcasting live here in Globe Life Park in Arlington. I'm joined by Paul Miranda, the box, my man. Filling in for Coach Todd Shelton. But hey, my favorite crazy uncle, Coach Todd.
What it do,
What it do, baby? Down in Las Vegas. Man.
He's a badass
Can I
young
jump in real
boy.
quick?
Say it
Can I
again.
jump in real quick?
You can jump in. Come on, man.
So check this out. I know y'all are, Jadakiss killed my dudes. I'm a big Dipset representative, right? I like the Locks, but I love Dipset. It was so bad that my boy Mike Boynton, the Bronx finest, New York, he texted me, it's like, your guys are getting killed.
Oh yeah.
So
T. Shelley.
big shout out to Jadakiss and the Locks for doing their thing.
Bro, but you know Harlem was in that thing, man. Harlem was in that thing looking suited and booted, looking like the Dapper Dans that they are. But Jada just came through and did what he do.
No, they came through swagged out and got murdered. They got put in the body bag. So,
Body bag.
So my man, how's Summer League been so far? Who's been standing out to you so?
What'd you say?
Who's been standing out to you on the radar for Summer League thus far?
Summer League, I don't know how Paul feels about this, but I'm texting first everybody.
No doubt.
So, I watched Ramsey, I watched RJ, my boy Ryan Ward from North Texas is playing with the OK City Thunder. Big shout out to Ryan.
Yes.
And, so that's who I watch. And then I watch the Clippers because, I have my boys, the general manager of the Clippers, Mike Winger. The Clippers got a really good squad.
Kawhi
I
got that
think
big contract.
Orlando's gonna be good. And,
You didn't catch the Wizards?
I don't know. You know what?
You didn't catch the Wizards?
Why would I watch the Wizards?
Mason Jones, Marquise Bolden, baby. DFW,
You know
bro.
what? Hey, Paul, you know what? Because those are the Soto dudes.
And they're my babies.
The
Yeah.
Sotos.
See
They
how
are,
you...
but I did not know Marquise, but you know what? I'm going back out there tomorrow, and I will be there because of Paul Miranda. All roads lead to Paul Miranda.
God bless you, brother.
Dude.
I like that.
Hey,
And-
Paul, you know what the Soto game I remember though? Remember the Soto Keller game when Marquise Bolden was killing in the first half?
Yeah, you throwing a knife at me just like Coach Ray just did earlier. He didn't catch the message when I said it, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just like, why you stop feeding the big fella?
Yeah. That's what made RJ Nembhard that game right there, man.
100%. Come on, man. But
So Summer League is good, man. I watched the Clippers, Jay Scrub, the JUCO kid with that JUCO straight to the NBA. They got, they had, I guess, kid Boston from Kentucky, because like I said, I'm DFW, but the Clippers Summer League team, I like them.
But
They're good. They'll go out there, I'm going to watch some games, probably half the day Sunday, maybe all the day Sunday. I like the vibe of Summer League. I think you get to see some of these young and upcoming superstars, early, and they're accessible because they're still like trying to fill themselves out, still want to be, the fans love them. So it's not too Hollywood. It's a great environment.
And you know what was good to see Cade Cunningham against my guy Green.
Back-to-back nights.
Yeah, back-to-back. And look, the media throws a lot of fire on stuff too soon. It was good to see him 1 versus 2. You immediately think about when LeBron and Carmelo, they were rookies. But, bro, I love the fact that they guarded each other. I love that they got after it.
Yeah.
It speaks to where the league need to be. Your number ones need to guard the number ones. Your best players. It's like Lex. When you don't want the second best, you want the best, don't you? When you step on the track.
Wow, my thing. You know what impressed me the game I saw?
What's that?
So I gotta give my boy a shout out. TCU's Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
He went for like 32 and was a bucket against somebody he was abusing. I think it might have been like Brooklyn or somebody.
Yeah, it was.
But
you know the thing about Dez is a gym rat, man. He should have a great year. A great second.
Hey, I know we're not talking about, well, we're all going to talk about just Texas players, but man, Gary Payton.
Oh, God.
Or Gary Payton 2.
Yes.
The second with that dunk. Oh, my gosh. Were you there for that one, T. Sheldon?
No, I wasn't. I was in the other gym. I was there, but I was.
Oh, I'm going to text this to you. Oh, my God.
So, T, man, I know you got a chance to watch some AAU ball. And DFW's very finest went out to Vegas, handled business. Give me some news on that 3D Empire, man. What took place?
So 3D Empire, did the deal. They didn't play the last game for whatever reason, but Anthony Black did his thing. Ryan Orwell, one of my favorite underrated guards. I've been on him for 2 years. Cam Avery. So 3D did his thing, but also, Texas did his thing in general. Robert Jennings in the plant with Showtime, had a national dunk show, this athleticism.
Robert Jennings,
Jake Chisholm for Showtime, the Texas All-Star team that was loaded. Like Rylan Griffin put somebody in the rim so nasty, like his dog is, more and more dog of him is coming out. And, Ontario Morris is on a whole different level. And, he's a good kid. While I was out there, Keontae Jordan Smith Baylor.
Yeah.
That happened while I was there. So, it was a good way to end the summer. Because at first I was like, they really need to be playing like this last tournament, not doing live period, but it was a great competition. Kids competed. I saw some different basketball. I saw, a kid from North Dakota. Also saw a kid from Arizona who played in the ASAC tournament 2 weeks ago. Colin Chandler. Just a straight.
Yes.
Yeah, just straight.
Utah prospects.
Love him. Yeah. And so there's a little guard from Salt Lake City, Utah, that just gave Big E the business. I don't know his name. I got to look through my notes. Number 1. But he's going to be a rising sophomore and just, did his thing. And, it was a good competition. Everything was in one place. And then with the Summer League piggybacking off of it Sunday, a lot of kids that leave the money. You could actually get a Summer League game. Rod Strickland was in the building and just Paul George, Reggie Evans, Kawhi Leonard, all them guys came to watch the Clippers Summer League team. So I thought that was big. I mean, maybe they were just in Vegas to party anyway, but still, they still showed up at the game.
Hey, shout out to Kawhi Leonard, T. Sheldon. $176 million contract today.
Hold up, P.
176.
176?
I don't remember how many years. I think it was 4. It was either 3 or 4. Yeah.
Probably 3 years of option.
It's crazy.
So.
Hey Todd, are you a Clipper fan, man? Because me and my boy Michael, we Lakers over here, man. I mean, you talking about the Clippers too much, man. What about McClung and all that for the Lakers,
Come on, man.
Listen.
Ron Hunt for the Mavericks.
Listen, I'm in the car with my Aunt Pat, and I'm a true Lakers fan. When the Lakers were in their prime, she had a team like she was a that's the Golden State Warriors fan, and she's a Sacramento Kings fan, and San Antonio Spurs. And I was like, my Pat, I can't ever win because you have New Jersey Nets. And so this is how I look at it, right? So I asked my boy Mike Winger for the Clippers. I said, if the Clippers are playing the Lakers in the Western Conference Final, who do I cheer for? You know what he told me? He said, will anybody from the Lakers ever hire you?
Exactly.
You know what I'm going with? You know what I'm going with if it comes down to the Western Conference Finals, Clippers and Lakers? Mike, I'm going with somebody that might give you by direct deposit.
Yeah. Oh man, no, you're not going for the Clippers. Look, the bag ain't worth it. The bag ain't worth it. The bag ain't worth it, bro.
Ferron Hunt for the Mavericks.
Hey, I was just saying that I don't want to be broke my whole life.
Look, I cannot with you, man. But look, the Lakers, bro. Oh my goodness.
Come on, man.
How
AARP
about
Club.
Dennis Schroeder turning down
Dumb,
84 million?
dumb.
And that's what we started the show off with, Todd. He would have got the dummy award, but that went to Boston.
Hey, that's why I said he should get it anyway, man. The Lakers need to get that.
You know, if the Lakers did offer him $84 million and he refused to sign that, I was talking to East West West East Productions this week. Ooh, wait! I said, whoever that agent is, he needs to be fired.
Whoever offered him that contract need to be fired, right?
It's LA, man.
No, whoever offered him that contract need to be out of there. Seriously.
Paul, I agree with you because he wasn't worth $84 million.
No.
He actually did the Lakers a favor. But you know, everybody in the NBA is overpaid. That's how it works.
Yeah, but dude, we talking about Schrader, dude. I mean, oh, dude, that dude. I don't even know how he got drafted, man. Seriously, he came in with so much hype.
Paul, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Paul shaking the bushes. He's a solid backup point guard.
He is a solid backup point guard.
Okay,
And
he
that-
came in as a dude that's supposed to be a dude.
But you know what, Paul, man, and this is what cracked me up.
Dude,
It's like when I found out
He no backup.
that they offered him the contract, 5 for 84, whether it was confirmed or not. When I found out about
paying
it,
a reserve
I said,
84 million.
here's the thing: you getting paid $84 million to do something that you've already done in Oklahoma City and back up Russell Westbrook. How could you not take advantage of that opportunity, Reggie? Like you doing the same job that you just did in OKC that don't have the palm trees and the beach.
Because some people want to be the man. Some people want
But
to be
was
the
that
man.
contract before Westbrook or after?
Which contract?
It was out
The 84?
Oh, it was after.
afterwards?
Yes.
He's still.
Yes, that's what-
That's
like-
dumb. That's dumb.
But
No.
That was before. It had to have been before. It had to have been before.
Can I ask T. Shelley a question though? Todd, can I ask you a question, Todd? I know we're talking about Schrader.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If their team is healthy, and he has LeBron out there with them along with AD, does that make Schrader a better player than now they win with a healthy team? Will we still be having this conversation, Todd Shelton?
Hey, if I could just go exercise and lose all this weight, I'm gonna get Beyonce.
No, that wasn't it though, Todd. If you give Schrader those pieces, Anthony Davis and LeBron James healthy, is he a better point guard and a better player? Then we're happening. That 84 might sound right now.
Yeah.
I might settle for J-Lo.
It's not going to sound right if Jesus came back and told me it sounded right.
Well,
God, hold on.
well,
Reggie, you got a good point. Because if AD is healthy, LeBron is healthy, we make a deeper run. We go win the championship.
We win the championship in.
Come on.
Yeah.
Reggie.
I would've won the championship last year, too.
So Schroeder's going to get overpaid because the people around him not making him better. He ain't making them better.
Well, hey, that's the what do they say? That's the wave. He riding that wave.
So we do. I mean, we won a championship. I mean, I like Rondo. But I mean, I thought he was going to be a better version of Rondo, to be honest. But playoff Rondo be balling.
Yeah.
Ride some other way because LeBron has one more chance to get one. I really don't want him to maybe get 5 because he's in the conversation with Kobe.
Right.
But I'm a Lakers fan.
nah, he's already in that conversation regardless of 5, man.
Todd, you know doggone well. You know doggone well.
You know,
Look,
listen, I'm about to get on the phone because I got to go walk the pier.
Yeah.
This is an in-person conversation. I'm not about to argue about LeBron and Kobe over the phone because Kobe would have won at least 3 out of 4 in Miami, not 2 out of 4. He was 1 shot away from going 1 out of 4.
Hey, Todd,
But look here.
Yeah.
what that eye candy look like on the strip?
Hey man, Todd, your niece Alexis is right here. Todd, your niece Alexis is listening to you. Be quiet now, Todd.
I don't know who's listening to the show, so I'm
You better
not
tell him, Lex. Tell him, Lex.
It's probably fine, but I'm trying to get married, so I'm not about to.
Oh, that's right, my bad.
Hey, Todd, you're not gonna say nothing to your niece Alexis, Todd? What you gonna say to your niece Alexis, Todd?
I can't wink at you this part, T-Shell.
Huh?
Good answer, though. Real good answer. Real good answer.
Listen, I'm not about to entertain Reggie Brown. I know it's one person in there with common sense.
Yes.
Florida's fine is Alexis Brown. That's it. All the other 3 dudes in there, I can't vouch for them.
There it is.
I was co-signing with you, bro.
You know what?
I was co-signing with you, man. I don't roll with the Lakers either.
Thanks, Paul. Well,
Hey, they over there talking about this if stuff. I'll tell them if I go out and work out, man, I'll be able to get Beyonce tomorrow.
We know you gonna.
Yeah,
We know
I
you
go work out
look,
tomorrow.
We know one thing. Paul is gonna shoot his shot with Beyonce, and you gonna shoot your shot with J-Lo, Todd. So.
I like J-Lo too, though, man. She look like she like the Puerto Rican Todd.
And who else, Todd?
Kelsey Plum. If I go back to Vegas,
Kelsey
and I
Plum.
see Kelsey Plum in Caesars, I'm not asking for an autograph. I'm saying, here, this is the paper to write
Hold on.
old school.
Who is Kelsey Plum, T-Shell?
But 3x3 gold medalist, WNBA player for the Las Vegas Aces.
Aces.
Hey, look here, Todd.
Oh, them girls.
You in Las Vegas? Go ahead and shoot your shot.
Hell,
Holla
man.
at your folks.
I got y'all, John. Hey, have a good one. I miss y'all. See y'all on Thursday.
All right.
All right, big boy. Never a dull moment. My man, Coach Todd Shelton of the Texas Prep Report. Lord Jesus, I'm glad he's on scene in Las Vegas, but you know what? Y'all pray for the yellow man. Make sure that he makes it back safely. And shout out to RWG STEM Academy and all the schools that are starting up a new season of academics, man. And my folks, while we still got a quick chance, Lex, man, I know I snatched some of your time tonight. I wanted to talk to you about the hysteria because you are going back to the place where what's the governor's name? DeSantos. Lord, he crazy. You are going back to Florida. You are going back to Florida.
Don't talk politics,
Gainesville.
yeah.
Like, what is the COVID hysteria like down there, sis?
COVID doesn't exist in Florida. If you go there, you would never know that we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
It's sad, especially when I first went back, like after the first wave hit, and just going and seeing how they're just so careless. And I'm like, just driving around, at night, and I'm just seeing tons of kids just outside at
Reckless.
the club, no mask.
Reckless.
It's just sad.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
And you know what, P? Oh golly. I started off the show with the Dummy Award. I almost gave it. Ooh, it was a close second. It was a close second, Coach P and Lex and Reggie. It was a close second to the Dummy Award because Governor Greg Abbott.
Man, don't talk about that. We going to hell if we talk about that dude.
You know what?
What they call it, dude, 4 wheels?
No,
Big wheels?
look. I respect the office because I'm a military man. I respect the office, but my dude ain't thinking. Somebody needs to tell him, get your head, well, wake up. Wake up, because to say that the mask mandate, for these public schools, it's pretty much, you're basically saying, Greg, bro, you're tired. You don't want to be elected anymore. Hey, how can we not care about our kids?
Hot Wheels don't care no more, man.
Paul, what's going on down in the office, man?
Hot Wheels don't care no more, man. He trying to get all the money he can get now, and he don't care about our kids. He never has. No.
And you know what I love to see? I love to see our schools bucking the system in this instance because number one, our kids are our number one priority.
Yep.
Their safety, and our teachers. Number two, and this is my soapbox. I'm gonna get off of it right quick, but folks, I'm gonna tell you this: mask up. The pandemic ain't going nowhere. Mask up, okay? Get vaccinated. It ain't going nowhere. And this is wise counsel just shared with me that this is just a test. This is just a test that we're going through. We ain't even got to the real problem yet. Okay? If we can't get through this, when the real stuff hit the fan, guess what? Hey, not everybody gonna make it.
We gone.
And I gotta give a shout out to my guy, Antonio. Del Toro, my man, Toro. I'm praying for you, boy. Day 16 in the office, in the hospital with COVID. My man, I love you. Hey, I heard you. I heard you cry. Urging everybody to get vaccinated, you know. And when I tell you I'm praying for you, Antonio, I'm praying for you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Also give a shout out to the Newsom family. You know, Chad, Mama Newsom, I'm praying for you. Heather, get better, get better, get better. I'm praying for you. Anybody that suffered from this COVID and lost someone, you know, man, it's not a game. It's not a game at all. And Lex, I'm gonna tell you, Uncle Mike gonna tell you this. Uncle Mike love the kids, but don't make me go down there and kill nobody in Gainesville. You hear me?
Hey, so I need to know this stuff. When that stuff first broke out, you down there, were you scared to call your parents about doing it?
You know she got the nervous boo-boos in the stomach. You know the nervous
Were
boo-boos.
you scared that, because you might have to come home, or did you put any thought into that, or were they already blowing you up around that time?
It was kind of, we had no choice but to go home. And at that time I was hurt, so I was injured. So
okay.
I mean,
So
I was, somewhat already ready to go home.
Nah, never mind. I don't like playing the if game. Never mind.
No, our coach.
You do like these if games. I'm not gonna do you like that. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, our coaches were like really strict when it came for that, and they were like wanting us to go home.
At least somebody was being
So they were
responsible.
like, buy a one-way
For real.
ticket, and they were really like strict when it came to it. And so I didn't have the opportunity to like move off of like campus because I was still in the dorm. So our coaches, they moved everything out of the dorm for us because they were like, you need to stay home. And when we got back on campus, our head coach he was not playing. He was willing to kick you off the team if he found out you were out partying, if you were he was threatening. I mean, he was serious when it came to it. I mean, so ever since then, I mean, it was.
You still saw them parties though.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
crazy.
we had. It
What was that
crazy.
like for you though, for real, man? I mean, you young, come on,
I mean, it was kind of hard just knowing like, ooh, we have a football game.
Temptations, huh?
You want to go out and party afterwards, but knowing like my health and everyone's health around me is way more important than a party. So it's just.
And that right there is the first sign that you care about your brand. That's what these cats don't understand. You gotta have tunnel vision in everything that you do, and man, all it takes is one slip up, and you're gone. You're gone. What they say? You're gone for the long haul. And you know what, folks? This is my favorite time of the show, where, Paul, you know it, Crowns and Roses time. I know we dibbled and dabbled on it earlier on, but Lex, man, I like to say God places people, purpose places in our life for a reason. And this is your chance to give your crowns and roses to those, whether it's a single person, multiple people. You got the microphone. You wouldn't be where you are without this person or that person. The mic is yours, my dear.
First and foremost, I would not be who I am without God himself, because without him, I'm not, I'm not me, I'm not here. I think the biggest thing I've been thinking of lately is audience of one, and I think we sometimes get distracted. Oh, we need to please this person, we need to please, so-and-so, and I've learned that now I'm living and I'm doing everything I'm doing for him. So just knowing that my audience isn't everyone that's in the stands watching me, it's for the man above, and knowing that like I'm saved through him is just awesome. And of course my family. I mean, without my mom, my dad, my sister, my grandparents, everyone else, aunts, uncles. I mean, I'm a big family person. Family's everything to me. If you know me, you know the first thing I am is a child of God, but I'm also a sister, I'm a daughter. I'm so much more than a track runner. So I think that's just the biggest thing.
God. Hey, hold up, man. Woo! Look here.
Focused.
Y'all better stop playing with me. Miss Lexi Brown, you're a bad, bad, bad woman, girl. Hey, I love it, I love it, I love it. So, quick question. If you got invited to the Brown barbecue, what's one dish you better not show up with? And what's one dish you better not touch unless somebody else touches you?
Don't tell him. I like to see him mess up.
What is it? Help a brother out.
Okay, so my pops can throw down in the kitchen. I mean, that's one thing I probably miss the most about.
You miss daddy's cooking, huh?
No, not dad, his dad.
Pops.
Yeah, pops.
Oh,
My grandfather.
the
They
king,
call
the
him
king.
pops.
The
Yeah.
real daddy.
OG,
Yes.
the OG.
The OG. He can throw down. So he has these like fried ribs. I don't know what he puts in them.
Fried
ribs.
Paul.
Oh, they're the best.
I
Paul,
mean,
you can't get your Beyonce.
You can't
with
just
them
have
fried
one
ribs.
of them either. You're eating.
Paul said, I ain't worried about the Beyonce.
Jay-Z make too much money than I need right now anyway.
Give me that rib.
Give me that
They're
rib.
so they're addicting. It's like you can't just have one. It's like I'm trying to eat healthy, but he makes it so hard. Fried ribs. They're
ribs.
so
Best.
good.
Oh my
Fried
goodness.
ribs.
Oh my
They
goodness.
have me trying
So
some of that
good.
at the house. I like cooking myself.
Holy moly. So Pops, we gotta get, Coach Ray gotta get one of them. Ooh-wee, Pops. I love it. I love it across the board. Man. Coach P,
Yes, sir.
Paul, what's on the horizon for next week, big boy?
Man, I'm headed this weekend to Duncanville Fieldhouse. The next wave, Kellen Buffington's 22s and 23s, I do believe. No, 22s and 21s. 22s, wait a minute, 24s and 23s. So, camp for them right now. So that's what I'm gonna be doing Saturday and Sunday. Got DJ Saturday night.
Come on,
Got a
man.
little spin-off I gotta go do, man. Gotta go do a 50 and up party.
Well, you got it, P. You got it.
Yeah.
Miss Lexi Brown, man, thank you. Coach Reggie Brown, thank you.
Yes.
You guys, I love you. I tell you, man, I'm thankful that God gives us an opportunity to do life together. Gainesville, I'm telling you right now, I'm crazy. I know Daddy crazy. I'm crazy.
We Mike Lowry's up in
Hey,
there. We some Mike Lowry's up in here.
do not make us come down to Gainesville. You know, we ain't even get on the Hall of Fame. I know Edrin James. You know, shout out to the U. He got in. Ed Reed, he got in.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, Gainesville, this one right here. Don't start none, won't be none. We will be down there with 2 shakes of whatever they say. Just don't start none. Lexi, I love you. I'm proud of you. Go down to Gainesville. Do what you do. Run like the wind. Audience of one.
Yes.
And to all the young ladies that have been listening, man, she's a role model. You got you one right here. You got you one. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We will be rebroadcasting via Facebook and also on the Flow with Coach Ray YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And if you would love to help out the Flow with Coach Ray, log on to fbrn.us. Click on the Flow with Coach Ray. There's a little help button at the
Foundation.
bottom.
Don't forget about the foundation.
Feel free. And also, Otis and Rose Brown Foundation. Hey,
Where can I find that
extraordinary.
at? Internet.
Say it again.
Websites, anything?
Reggie.
I believe it's extraordinaryis.org.
Extraordinaryis.org.
Any social medias?
O-R-G.
Yeah.
You don't know the handles? No, sorry.
Just go to extraordinaryis.org.
Extraordinaryis.org.
What is your extraordinary?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, across the board. So my folks out there, remember, if you're above ground, you're winning. Mask up. Utilize the abilities that God has given you to be the best versions of yourself.
Yes.
Go change the world around you. Don't ever give up. And my kids starting school, man, hey, while you got it, take advantage of it. Because you never know, they might pull a shutdown again. So take advantage of the opportunity. Mask up. obey your teachers, respect them, get your education, and athletically, just do what you know you can do and go get it. It's your favorite crazy coach. We up out of here.
Handle it.
This is Latanya L.T. Davison of the Mental Speak and Music Speak radio shows, broadcasting live each
Your
Wednesday
favorite crazy
at
coach.
5 p.m. Central from Hillside Park in Arlington, Texas.
So you're a big DeSoto guy, huh?
Oh yeah. My son came out in 2016.
I was a young guy.
Yeah, they won state that year. So the reason why I was telling you that about, we was talking about RJ, Jules them junior year, RJ and them upset us in the second round.
Oh, DeSoto.
And we had some internal issues going on that year where we had to let some people transfer somewhere